Pretty good. How are you doing?
Long flight in, but I'm good.
Right on, right on. So, you are a former RCW tag and internet champion, and
undefeated tag team champion, I'd like to add.
Yes.
We were stripped of the titles.
That's true. You were stripped of the titles.
9 months we held those.
Is that a record?
RCW record.
That's an RCW record. I thought so. You are like I said, a former RCW tag and internet champion, and you are also 1/3 of the B.A.C.
Yes.
In RCW with Punishment and Alistair Dark as your manager, correct?
Yep. Me and Punishment, held the tag champs for those 9 months, dominating everybody that RCW could throw at us, and eventually we just got bored and said, this isn't worth it. So we're going bigger, better, trying to find more challenges, working our way up the ladder.
Right on. So when did you start to watch wrestling? At what age, and when did you start?
As early as I can remember. I remember being 3 years old, I think. And my first memory is watching Hulk Hogan body slam Andre the Giant.
At WrestleMania 3, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was actually born that year.
Oh, so. Cool. Right on. Growing up, what promotion did you watch the most?
When back then it was called WWF, but now WWE, Raw, before they had SmackDown, mostly that. The
classic Maple Leaf Wrestling, correct?
Yeah.
That was on ITV, now Global. What was it? Saturdays at 4 p.m., I believe, in the afternoon. It's on right after the Disney Afternoon with Mike Sobel. I remember that.
I have no clue what you're talking about, but all right, sure.
Is there an angle that really got you into wrestling? Is there a feud or an angle that really said, hey, this is awesome. This looks like something I want to do?
Well, I always loved just watching it just for the wrestling, people beating each other up. As
Right.
you're a kid, you're like, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Why can't I watch more of this? But then, when I got older, the angles really started to mean stuff. As soon as ECW came out, they had all the angles that hit you really hard, the Sandman and his kid. That one was just awesome.
That was awesome for sure.
Sandman Caming Dreamer was another epic one.
Yeah, that was before the Sandman Raven Tyler Fullington angle, yeah. I believe. I think that was 94, 95, something like that.
That was back when Dreamer didn't wear a shirt.
That's right. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Oh, good. Good.
Right on. What's your question, man?
Oh, I just wanted to talk to Strife if I could.
Go ahead.
Sure, I'm right here.
Hey, Strife.
What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Oh, good. I was doing some web searching and looked up your name.
Oh, yeah?
And I saw this thing. It's like WCCW. What the hell is that?
Oh, that's a new company that's starting up. Myself and Punishment and Alistair Dark, the B.A.C., are going to be performing there this end of month, September 29th and 30th, in Byzantin and Beaver Lodge.
Where the hell are they?
Punishment and Alistair Dark?
Oh, where's Beaver Lodge?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know, somewhere around Grand Prairie.
Grand Prairie. Oh, Grand Prairie. It's a big town.
It is.
It's in the North
Country.
Country.
Have any plans on going to B.C. or Saskatchewan?
Not as of yet, but I've been to BC and Saskatchewan, so plans going back would be nice.
Oh, you've been all over.
Yeah.
Going to be working with any of the bigger companies in Edmonton soon?
Hopefully soon. Talking with PWA. Let's leave MPW out of this, but yeah.
PWA is good promotion. Good promotion.
They are.
I like that Lucas Drago character.
Oh, yeah.
I like him. He's tall and he wears a headband.
I think a lot of people like that Drago character, both guys and girls alike.
Well, how could you not? He wears a headband and he's tall.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
I'm not a fan personally, but I have past issues with him. So.
You know what? I'd be a bigger fan of Kenny Dykstra if he was tall and wore a headband.
There you go.
There you go. Kenny Strife.
Kenny Dykstra has nothing on Lucas Drago.
He doesn't.
Right on. All right.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye.
All right. So, you have a very interesting story on who trained you.
First thing started off, saved up some money in BC, working some terrible mill job, that stuff everybody hates to do, but it gets you money.
The general labor,
yeah, heavy labor.
Yeah.
Saved up about $6,000, went to Calgary, and enrolled and got trained by Lance Storm.
Well, at the Storm Wrestling Academy, eh?
Storm Wrestling Academy, former ECW, WCW, WWE superstar.
You were involved with one of the first classes at the academy, correct?
Class number 2.
Class number 2.
Yeah.
Right on. What was it like training at the Storm Wrestling Academy?
It was phenomenal. He just taught you everything. He was in the ring with you the entire time. It was actually him training you, you know, not saying, hey, I'm going to take your money and then let this guy train you.
Where is it located in Calgary? Do you remember? Or
I haven't been there for about 2 years.
Is it on the south side of town or north side or somewhere in the
I
mountains?
think it was on the east side
East end?
somewhere. It's
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah, right on. All right. What is Lance Storm like as a trainer?
Probably the best you could get for the money you're paying. It is quite a bit of money, which you can check on his site, stormwrestling.com. But
Right.
it's totally worth it.
Okay, did he bring in any other famous ring superstars to teach you? I've heard stories in the past of Bill DeMott showing up and just incredible guys that chummed around with Lance Storm during his ECW tenure and his WWE tenure.
We had Don Callis come in. You know, Cyrus from ECW,
Right.
Jackal in WWE.
Right. One of the greatest promo men, most underrated promo men, I think, there has ever been in the wrestling industry. The guy knows his stuff.
Oh, yeah, he was just phenomenal. Came in, talked about cutting promos, which really helped me because I sucked at
Right.
Well, I still do, but it's a lot better now.
Right. Oh, that's... You know what? I got a chance to sit down on YouTube and take a look at some of the stuff that you've been cutting for the WCCW promotion that's starting up, and as well as some of your past stuff with RCW and some of your past indie work. And your promo skills really are getting better. You know, it seems by the promo they're getting better.
Yeah,
It's
just get in front of the crowd, get them to hate me. It's fun.
It's gotta be the Callis influence, right?
It helped.
When was your first indie match, and where was it?
It was actually in St. Albert, Alberta, and it was working for the, at least what I think now defunct AWF. It was myself, Derek Cross, and Anthony Spade in a triple threat match. And, well, Derek beat me, but it was still match of the night. You know, everybody loved it. Got me booked from then on.
I believe Derek is recent signee with PWA, is he not?
Yeah, he'll be at the next show.
He's booked on the next show. I have it right here, yeah, on September 29th here at Nate. Obviously, the first show in St. Albert was the first time in Alberta for you.
Yeah.
Right? Did you...
Well, first time wrestling in Alberta.
Okay. You traveled back to BC and wrestled somewhat, correct?
BC, I wrestled in MWA for a couple matches.
Right?
And then back to Alberta, worked some RCW, went to Saskatchewan, worked RCW there in Kerrobert, which was a great time.
Let's talk about your RCW days. Your first match in RCW was with whom?
Punishment, actually.
Really? Your
Yes.
stablemate?
My 9-month reigning tag team partner dropped me on my head in a 20-minute Iron Man match, and that's how I met the guy.
Do you remember much after that, or?
Oh yeah, there's a little 5-minute blur there, but I almost got him back.
Just a little blur of thought leaving your mind as it's, I can't believe this guy did this to me.
It's more of a, oh god, that hurts. As I lay there and the ref counts to 3.
Whose idea was it to form the B.A.C. faction?
Punishment and Alistair Dark were doing, like, they had a little change of heart and were teaming with me a little bit.
Right.
In the Thorsby Tours of 06, which were some of the greatest times I've ever had so far.
Mm-hmm.
So, since we were feuding before and now we were tagging together, we just had this great chemistry. So I'm like, hey, why not roll with it? So I bought some little trip bondage pants, joined him in the tag division, and we dominated it ever since.
Did you order from the Hot Topic website, or was it elsewhere?
Actually, I went to Millennium right here in
Oh,
Edmonton.
at West Edmonton Mall.
Yeah.
There you go.
As well as Sanctuary. I think I got some arm warmers there or something.
Your dream match would be with whom?
If it was anybody in the past, I'd have to go with my favorite wrestler, Mr. Perfect.
When he was a face, right? Or good or bad, or doesn't matter? Or
Doesn't matter. We could do it. Well, he could do anything. I could try and make him look good.
Presently, anybody you'd like to work?
Bryan Danielson, definitely. Probably a lot of the ROH guys there. Alex Shelley. CM Punk would have been great.
He's kind of got bigger things on his plate right now.
Yeah, with that little ECW title around his
Did you
waist.
get a
now.
chance to sit down and watch that match on what was it, last Friday?
Nope.
I caught maybe 15, 20 minutes of it, the last 20 minutes of it, and the crowd was on its feet. I guess it was maybe a 30-some minute match, I believe, or something.
Wow.
It went a while. The WWE TV gave him a whole bunch of time to put it in. It was awesome.
Oh, hasn't had that long a match since ROH.
No, that was the thing. What is your ultimate goal to achieve in wrestling?
Basically to be known around the world, as famous as possible, wrestle everywhere I possibly can. You know, try and make some money too, but that's on the back burner. Mostly just getting my name out there and being famous, really.
Do you have any advice to anyone looking to get into the sport?
Get trained by the best you can. Like, there's Storm Wrestling in Calgary. The other one I looked up was Scott D'Amore's training camp in Windsor, Ontario.
Yes.
I was gonna.
The BCW camp. I forget the name
Border
of it.
City Wrestling.
Yeah, Border City Wrestling, right.
Yeah, I was looking at that one, and that
does-
was the second idea. Storm's was just a lot
Isn't
closer.
is there one still in Vancouver that ECW's or
ECCW.
ECW, sorry,
Yeah.
Extremely Canadian Championship Wrestling are they involved with?
I think they still have one open. I haven't checked them out in a while, so.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have anything to say to your fans that might be listening?
Yell at PWA. Tell them to book me so you can watch me wrestle again.
That's actually a nice segue. Have any other Alberta independent promotions been in contact with you to wrestle? Because you're a name out there that's a proven talent in the ring.
Yeah, I've, of course, as I said, been in talks with PWA,
Right.
so hopefully something comes with that.
Right.
Sent some emails down to PZW trying to get a hold of them. They haven't returned it for whatever reason, so I don't know. And starting with WCCW at the end of the month.
That'll be a huge opportunity for sure. You guys are going to a lot of smaller centers that don't usually get a chance to see good independent professional wrestling.
Yeah, and there'll be some good guys there, like Vance Nevada is going to be there.
Oh, cool.
Harvin Gerv Sierra, which I may be wrestling. They are the only other tag team there.
Right
so
on.
You can only assume B.A.C. and the Sierras.
That'll be actually a decent match for sure. Hopefully someone's there with a DVD camera or something to put it up on YouTube.
Yeah,
I would
we'll
love to see
YouTube
that
some
match.
stuff.
YouTube
you know.
some stuff for sure.